Hey guys, Luke here and welcome back to episode 11 of my FIFA Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Now right here, you can see on the screen here, we did pick up a left back, and it is an inform, and it is from this week's Team of the Week. His name's Escudero, something like that. And we bought him for 11,500 coins, which was one of the cheapest on the market at the time. I think it was the cheapest, and I believe it will probably go up in price. Just due to the fact that he's the only silver left back, and there's only one other inform left back in the BBVA. So I thought not only is it an investment, but he seems like a pretty good player, and we will have to use him at some point because Philippe can't play all the games, and our other left back had run out of contract. So there was a reason for getting him. We didn't just throw him in willy-nilly. Also, there is a bigger reason for it as well, is that we're looking to start making our full inform side, and I thought, why not pick him up? Seems like a good player. Now right here, taking on this guy, he has a really good side. He had a all front line of Everton, I think it was. He had Lukaku, Morelos and McGeady, I think it was, and he starts off really well there. Lukaku, I've got to say, he seems like an absolute tank in this game. A lot of people have said he seemed pretty good in this game, and I wasn't really sure, but yeah, this guy really used Lukaku very well. He's got this pace, he's got the strength, just seems like an all-around god on this game. But thankfully Rodrigo, he's not too shabby himself there, and we got him on the counter-attack. But that's this guy's tactic was to sort of hit us on the counter-attack, although it doesn't seem like it all the time here. But you can see we're pushing fairly out the field, and you see Perez was not brought down, but there was a free kick involved, and then Perez once again there found himself a one-on-one with the keeper just there, but put it straight at him, which was quite disappointing. And we got the left mid, we got Carrasco playing in this one. So once again, we're not playing with our strongest side every game. We pretty much haven't played with our strongest side for a fair while, and I got to say, you might not seem it that way, but it feels like our momentum sort of halted a little bit. We're undefeated for a long time, we lost, and I don't know, ever since coming back, it could be ever since coming back to normal divisions. I mean, it could be a mixture of many different things, but I'll get to that. But just talk through this bit of play right here now. Alex Vidal right here. I don't know what the hell happened. I was doing the jockeying. He really should have just made the tackle, but instead the guy just put the ball straight through him, nutmegged him somehow. I couldn't believe it. I was absolutely fuming after that. It was ridiculous. And then Mensa here had a chance to level it up just after half time. But talking about the momentum and that sort of stuff, it's just, like I said, or started touching on it a bit earlier, just haven't played with our proper side for a fair while. Plus we didn't play with our normal side for a bit. We were using different formations and stuff. Also been having trouble with the internet, and finally it's just we're probably playing a lot better players now, due to the fact that we're moving up divisions. We're in Division 7 at the moment, which while isn't super high, but I'd say we're probably starting to play people in Division 5 and that sort of stuff as well, which is right up there. They're pretty decent. But Rodrigo, he is pretty decent as well, and he beamed that into the top left-hand corner. He got us out of jail right there. Rodrigo comes up with the goods in the 90th minute, and I gotta say, I felt like it was a deserved goal. However, I thought the other guy was quite a good player. I can be mad and say he just sat back and waited on the counter, but that's a legit tactic if you're gonna do that. Like, he had his team set up to do that, so I can't be mad at that. That's just the way he played, and we didn't deal with it very well, but we did get a 2-2 draw, and we are saving our record a little bit. But yeah, we have potential to actually get promoted. Not only get promoted, but win the title in this episode, should we win the next 2 games. Now, it would have been ideal if we could have won that game. Would have put us right in the box seat to go ahead and get that Division 7 title, but didn't end up that way, and we just got to have to try and go into this match and absolutely destroy this guy. He does have a pretty good side, I've got to say. An all Premier League side. It actually looks like a really good side, a really thought out side as well. I think it's Lens in the 79 rated left wing. I can't really tell exactly, but yeah, he has quite a pacey side. Now right here, you might be thinking, what the hell, why are you showing this? I already know his team. I'm just showing that this guy was like AFK. I don't know what the hell was going on. He paused at every chance he got until he ran out of pauses. He'd already paused at this point in the game when they kicked off automatically. Now, I'm not sure why you'd go into a game and immediately go, and this wasn't a thing where he was just gone for a little bit. He was gone for a long time. So this beach drum guy, I don't know what was going on. And funnily enough, I found it so difficult to score. Valdez was either come up with all these awesome saves, or we were just putting it wide, or giving away fouls and that sort of stuff. And I was like, man, we got to score really quickly before this guy gets back. We got to take advantage of this. Thankfully, we did after 15 minutes. It took a long time. And you see here another 10 minutes of in-game time, and the guy still hasn't played yet. And Perez takes a shot, which was deflected back to Rafinha, who ended up putting it into the back of the net. And at 2-0, it was game over, whether the guy started playing or not. And then Rafinha scores his second, so 3-0. And I was, there's part of me that feels bad about doing this, but at the same time, I mean, if you're going to go for that amount of time, I mean, I don't feel sorry for you conceding that amount of goals. But the guy did end up starting to play after that after that the third goal that we got. And he didn't seem too bad. He didn't seem great or anything, but it would have been a pretty competitive match, I would think. But we did end up winning a penalty right here, and we will make it 4-0 as Rodrigo steps up, put it in the back of the net from the penalty spot. And yeah, like I said, the guy was playing, so right now it's really 1-0. I'm looking for a second here. When Rafinha, he had his his shot blocked, I should say. Funnily enough, he did end up scoring. Now he didn't play for that long, but it is quite interesting that he did end up scoring. It was from a corner, so I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't put it down to him being awesome, but yeah, they did score from a corner there. So, it's technically 4-1, but it's kind of 1-1 at this stage, and we are looking for another goal. Menta going through, and that's a last-ditch tackle, and that's another great save there by Valdez. Now, Valdez, like I said, came up with some awesome saves when he wasn't playing, and he's still coming up with the goods there. So we're looking for our sort of second legit goal there, and Rodrigo is brought down in the box, and that is a penalty, as well as a red card there. I think it was for Alderweireld, or whatever his name is, Toby Alderweireld. And then we end up just putting the ball straight down the middle to Rodrigo. I think the first one we actually put it a little bit wide due to the fact that he wasn't playing, and I wasn't sure if I put it down the middle if it would get saved. And we did end up scoring a 6th goal right at the end there. I didn't quite catch who it was who ended up scoring it. Probably Rafinha right there, as Rafinha picks up man of the match. And yeah, it was a little bit of a weird game, this one. Wasn't the most interesting, but there was a lot of goals scored, and a few of them scored legit. 3 of them were legit goals, 3 of them weren't. So I suppose 3-1 is the proper scoreline, but 6-1 is the official scoreline, and we get more coins for that as well, so I don't mind. And as you can see there, 14 points. We've got the promotion. We are now looking to move on to the title, which is on 17 points. So obviously we just need to win 1 game out of 4 remaining games. So hopefully we can just win the title right here. Don't have to go into next episode. And we are taking on Prime FC. And due to the fact that he had like Real Madrid kits and that sort of stuff, I was thinking, man, this guy might be a decent player. And looking at his side, it isn't too shabby. It's pretty decent. Boateng seems like a good player in this game. Hernandez is quite fast. And I mean, it didn't seem like the best side. Seemed like a pretty sort of budget side, but at the same time seemed like this guy might be a bit of a player. Now 20 minutes in, we see Faguli. I don't know if it actually was Faguli. Probably Koke again. Took that shot, and it was saved onto the post, which was a little bit disappointing. Would have been a brilliant goal. And right here, I think it's Torres was brought down pretty heavily there. Just wanted to show that I think it was Rafinha who ended up with the ball. I think he had a chance of scoring there, and they brought it back, which is very, very annoying. And then Faguli here opens up the scoring. Oh wait, no he doesn't, because he's actually offside. Now, I didn't really see it right there, but he must have only been just offside, because it seemed like there were a lot of players around, and I thought maybe he was behind someone. But then you see here Hernandez ended up through on goal, and it was a little bit disappointing. I thought we were going to intercept the ball, to be honest with you. But yeah, right from the kickoff here, Abdenor and a Savage on the ball. You can see we're still rotating those centre-back positions now. I don't show like our team lineup going into it, which is something I probably should end up doing. Basically being rotating the side every game. You see that Savage just caught out of position. There were just too many numbers there for whatever reason. We're all caught so far infield, but thankfully we brought out the keeper at the perfect time, and Lopez ended up coming up with, it was Alves, sorry, Alves came up with a good save. But this guy was pretty much all over us for a good part of the game. And you can see here another save by Alves, and he was looking for a goal, but it just never came here. And Enzo Perez ends up with the ball. We get it to Fernando Torres, and they're making a few runs here. Perez, he'll get it onto Rafinha. What will he do with it? He'll try and put it across there, and it was intercepted a little bit by the other guy, but it is Rafinha, I think it was, who ended up scoring the goal. Oh, sorry, it was Perez that ended up scoring the goal, I should say. So we got out of jail with that one, really. We probably didn't deserve to win this one, or at least hit the lead anyways, but you see Connie Planka looking to finish it off. It is 2-0 now, and that should see us with the victory. Now, I was talking about winning just before, jumped the gun a little bit, but I think it's pretty much a game over right now. Connie Planka looking for the 3rd goal of the game, but it didn't come right there. Now, Castro got a ball through to Boateng, and Boateng must have just been an absolute tank, because he just runs straight through the middle of like 3 players. Thankfully, he didn't really have another chance. We sort of just passed it around the back, and we didn't just pass it around between the centre backs and that sort of stuff, but we sort of passed around midfield. We didn't venture like too far forward or anything. We just sort of made sure we held on the ball, didn't do anything stupid, and that's how we end up winning the game. 2-1. You can see we get over, we get just about 6,500 coins, so they'll be put to good use, you would think. And there we have it. We won the title, a 5-2-0 record right there. So I gotta say, it was pretty good episode. It was a great sort of episode. I feel like we're back on track, sort of thing. Anyways, that's where this video is going to end. Hopefully you enjoy it. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter at MrLuke, Facebook page in the description below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.